Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing 21 and done. This was a workout we recorded live for our 21-day reset. It's going to be 21 minutes of work and then you're done. Let's get started. Your house, and let's start with some side-to-side taps, going back and forth, warming up your chest, warming up your legs. Tell yourself, you know, this workout is 21 minutes. We are hitting it hard for 21 days of focus on ourselves, right? Obviously, we're still going to take care of our families the best of our abilities, but we're going to have flexibility, we're going to have grace with ourselves, and we're going to hit some new goals and feel confident starting out this new year. Let's widen our feet out. Arms are coming out to the side. Tighten up that TVA, so 2 inches below your belly button. If you even want to put a hand here, just to feel those muscles, take one hand, reach down towards your opposite foot. Come on up. Switch sides. Exhaling as you're coming down towards your foot. If I was in the room with you, I want to be able to hear your exhale. You'll hear me say that a lot. The exhale matters. When we exhale, we naturally engage our pelvic floor. So for those of you who experience leaking in different exercises, it's important to start bringing awareness to your breathing. Good, let's go into butt kickers. So you can either just step it or you can run it. Arm circles coming back. Good, you guys all look gorgeous out there. Warming it up, starting your day out right. Let's go into jumping jacks. You can jump them or you can tap them. I hope you have music on. You're getting yourself pumped up for what today means for you in so many different levels. Woo! Good, let's start getting into some muscle movements. Nice light squat. Focus on your hips hinging back. So I'm going to almost push my butt back like I'm going to sit in a chair, and then I lower. Biggest thing here with squats, so keep going with some light squats. If your knees are coming forward, you can see how my knees are starting my movement. You want to bring your hips back first. Knees should not be going way out over your toes, okay? Butt back, pressing up. Keeping your big toes down through your squat movement. Here it is. Big important exhale as you're pressing up. You can even start your exhale before you start coming up because it helps to engage your pelvic floor. Good, let's go into some reverse lunges. Arms are sweeping up. We're almost done with our warm-up. In all of our lunge movements today, make sure that your knee is staying over your toes. A really common thing for everyone is to have weak adductors or abductors, so either inner thighs or on the outside your glutes, and you'll notice your knees buckling. You do not want that. That's going to lead to knee injury, so your knees should stay over your toes. Sweep those arms up. Awesome. You will not need weights for our first exercise series. We are going to be 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll be cruising through 21 minutes straight. You guys ready? All right. We are going to start with knee pulls. So I want you to come back kind of in a front lunge. My hands to my ankle is a straight line. You're going to pull and then tip like into a warrior 3. Pull, tip. You're staying on the same leg. Pull with an exhale. Tip. Now, in this tip, you'll notice I'm not trying to go super deep. It's about balance, focusing on that front knee, staying engaged and over my toes, and focus on that TVA. Your lower belly starting to wake up. Woo! You'll feel this in your standing glute and your hamstring. We're simply switching legs next. you get a quick break, breathe. Great job, keep moving. If you want to add some running in between, if you're feeling really good today, you can do that. Otherwise, let's find our other leg. Arms are up, straight line. Pull with an exhale. Nice light tip, find that balance. Pull, balance, pull. You're going to hear me talk about the TVA a ton because it is so important. Those are the muscles. When you have a lower belly pooch that's stubborn and you have diastisis, those are the muscles that we need to start waking up to help heal those issues. We're going to be standing straight forward. I will show you during our 15-second break, but we're going to be going into straight forward knee pulls next with a jumping option. Good. Here's what's coming next. You're going to take your hands up, pull, pull, pull. Other option, stepping. Exhale as your hands and your knees are coming together. You have 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 45 seconds on. Take whichever option you want. I want to hear your exhales. They're fast. Even if you're marching, make it intentional. Slow it down, you guys. Exhale as you're pulling. You will need light weights next. We're going to be going into circles at a 45-degree angle. So 2 or 3 pounds. Soup cans would work as well. 10 seconds left. Come on. Push yourselves. Good. Break. Grab a quick drink. Find your weights. Next up, arms are out at a 45, so they're not straight forward. They're not out to the side. 45 degrees, we're going to circle here. This is important. Make sure your lower back does not start to scoop. Go ahead and begin. So this one has a tendency, you want to push your hips forward, especially if you're a young mom, or a mom with young kids, I should say, and you're used to carrying a kid around on your hip like this all the time. We have a tendency to push our hips forward. Ribs over hips. Your canister needs to be straight up and down. If you struggle with this, you can drop to one knee. That will help you maintain that canister alignment. Don't forget to breathe. Smile. We're going to go into a curtsy squat next. You can keep your weights in your hands. Oh, I'm sorry, a sumo squat. All right, so next up, wide legs, sumo squat down, okay? As wide as you're comfortable. You should feel a nice stretch on your inner thighs. If you look out, you should be able to see your toes. Your knees should be back far enough, okay? We're going to simply pulse here. Up and down. You can add some bicep curl motion if you want it. Now, if you want more, forget the bicep curls, and you can go into heel click squats. Now, these are advanced, okay? Where you're going to click your heels, land in that sumo squat. You can pick which option you want. We're going to combine those two moves next. We're going to keep going in our sumo squat, but we're going to add that lateral raise circle again. Think about your lower back right now. You can even take a hand, put it on that TVA, right? If you're leaning way forward, bring it back up. If you feel you have a natural giant scoop in your lower back, we want to think about being able to use those front muscles to bring it in. Take a break. All right, shake out your legs. We're going to get nice and deep in that sumo squat again, okay? And we're going to come out and do our circles with our pulses. Let's go. Time starts now, 45 seconds. Breathe. You're doing fantastic. Can you see your toes? Quick check. Are your knees back far enough? Don't let your lower back start to go. If you feel it going, come up higher. You don't have to go as deep, okay? Protect your lower back and start learning how to wake up your TVA. 10 seconds. We're going to go into an L raise next. That's going to be a bent elbow out to the side. You may want to go up in weights. I'm going to go from 3s to 5s. All right, quick break. 15 seconds off. Again, same thing as what we did with our 45-degree raise. Circles, we're gonna stay standing. You have the option to come down on one knee if you need some help with that canister alignment. Biceps are against your sides, elbows are bent. You're raising out to the side. Let's go, let's go. Tight core. Exhale as you raise. Hear it. Feel strong. Feel those muscles, you guys. You are beautiful and you're doing it. Seconds, then we're going to go into curtsy squats. I will show you what those are in just a second during our break. 3, 2, 1. All right, you can keep your weights here. Curtsies. So this is your break. I'm just showing you right now. You're going to curtsy behind you, okay? Make sure this knee is staying in line with those toes in the front. You're going to come to the middle into a squat, come to the other side. Let's go ahead and begin. Now for this one, you can have some light bicep engagement, so I still have my arms bent, just to have my biceps engaged. Focus on your form and your lower body here. If your toes are completely disappearing, your knees are falling forward, or they're caving in, just take it slowly. If you don't like the crisscross behind in the curtsy, just do a rear lunge instead. You have so many options, you guys. We're here to meet you wherever you're at. So next, we're going to be combining these. You're going to get your 15 seconds off, and then we're going to be adding that L raise each time you do a curtsy. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like next, but here's your 15-second break. Hey, if you're feeling awesome and you've had a great workout routine going on, keep going with those curtsies. Don't take these 15 seconds off. All right, let's go. Each curtsy has an L raise. Think about your lower back right now. Does it have a giant scoop in it? If it does, just come up a little higher. Remember, you guys, this is being recorded. So if you want to do this workout again later and you're like, you know, I think I could have handled a little bit more weight, you can come back. But today, right now, where you're at, you just do you. 10 seconds left. You will put your weights down for our next exercise. All right, no weights. Quick break. Here's what's coming next. You're going to go into a side lunge, okay? So this leg is straight. All my weight is in this leg. You're going to do 3 pulses. On the 3rd pulse, you're going to twist and touch your toe. So it looks like this. 1, 2, twist. Come on and join me. Great job, you guys. One, two, twist. You want more here? Because we're going to switch sides next. Add a little hop from that standing leg. Only if you're ready for it. You should feel your quad on fire. Woo! Switching sides. You got 15 seconds off to shake it. And then we'll find our other side. You're doing great. All right. Sink it down. Make sure that knee is nice and stable, nice and steady. Get ready. Let's go. 1, 2. Opposite hand is coming down to touch with a nice thoracic spine twist. Got to get some rotation into our workouts because we're doing it every day, right? Picking up kids, turning around to stir a pot, grabbing things from high up a shelf and rotating to put them onto the counter, taking groceries out of the car. Rotation is in our lives. Some people are scared of it, but we have to add it in. 15 seconds. We're going to go into skaters next. You can take these to whatever level you want. I'll demonstrate them in 3, 2, 1. Here's your break. Okay, options for skaters. All out. You're going to jump side to side to step. Go ahead and begin. Pick a level. You're trying to exhale as you're exploding up. We're going down to the floor on our backs next. You will want your medium weights if you have them. Great job, you guys. We got 10 seconds here. If you're getting gassed, stop touching the ground. If you weren't touching the ground, just take it to stepping. Whatever you're doing it beautifully because you're moving your body today. All right, down to the floor. So you're going to start actually without your weights, starting with a single leg glute bridge. You're going to push up through one leg, shimmy this leg toward the middle, lift your other leg into the air. You're going to lower down, touch your tush to the ground, push it up, squeezing through that glute. Go ahead and join me. Exhaling as you're pushing up. Now the key here is give me a thumbs up with both thumbs, and then put your fists on your hip bones. You want to try and have your thumbs be even. If you see that leg that's raised in the air, that thumb is like way dipped down. Your goal with this exercise is to be able to keep your thumbs even. 5 seconds till your break, then we're going to switch sides. Come on, push. Push through that glute. Woo! Quick break. Breathe. You're doing awesome. Here we go. Next side. Let me see your thumbs up. I want to see them. There they are. Let's do it. Other side. Now, this one is much harder for me to keep my thumbs even. So if you have imbalances in your body, please know that it's normal and it's something that you just want to work on. Woo! Come on, push. On our next exercise, you're going to grab your weights. We're going to go into a double glute bridge. You're just going to hold your glute bridge, and we're going to use chest flies, or use our weights for chest flies. So if you can see me while we're doing this, you're going to have your weights above your head. You're going to fly out to the side, and then back up as you're holding your glute bridge. We won't be going up and down in our glute bridge. Here's your break. Grab your weights quick. Raise them up over your head. Watch out for littles on this one because your arms are going to be going out to the side. Here we go. Lift your hips up. Nice strong glute bridge. Straight line from your ribs to your hips to your knees. All right. We're going to fly out to the sides. Using your chest, big exhale. Pull them up with intention. Come on, ladies. Keep your glute bridge up. Focus on your exhale as your arms are raising. You can put your weights to the side after this one. Almost there. All right, put your weights down. 15 off. You're going to go into a side plank. Options, of course, lots of options, as always. Okay, first option is just to rotate side planks. You can go on your elbow and rotate. You can go on your hands and rotate. Last option, highest option, tap that toe and then rotate. Come on and join me. We're 10 seconds in already on this one. Woo! Now, the transition here is going to be the hardest for your core. When your stomach is facing the ground, gravity wants to pull it down, right? And if you don't have the muscle control yet to be able to keep your core engaged, then you're going to feel that challenge and that pull. So next up, we're going to go into push-ups. You're going to have two options, three options really. Stay on the ground on your feet, stay on the ground going to your knees, or going against a wall. Here's your break. 15 off. I'm going to show you our wall option right now because I know a lot of you said that this is your first workout in a long time. So you're going to be on a wall, push up, here, focused on TBA engagement. Let's go ahead and begin. Second option, push up on your knees. Third option is up high. Do whichever option your body needs today, you guys. You're rocking this. You're doing great. Next up, we're going to be combining that side plank rotation with a push-up in between. So just simply putting these two moves together. You are exhaling as you're pushing away from the ground or the wall. Woo! Great job. Give me at least 2 more. Good, here's your break. 15 off, roll out your wrists, roll out your shoulders. Again, now if you guys want to stay on the wall for this one with your push-ups, you can do that. Bump your feet out. Side plank it here. Push up in the middle, side plank it. Always an option. Let's go. Time began. Let's do it. So you're going to side plank. Add that toe tap if you want it. Push up in the middle with an exhale. Other side. If you're on the wall, you are doing awesome. Woo! After this, we have 3 minutes left to our 21-minute workout. Good, here's your rest. Quick drink if you need it. Next up, tabletop. Okay, this position right here, just being in tabletop, is a great way to start feeling your TBA. So you can stay right here if you want. You can even put a hand on your TBA. Next option, hover. Lift your knees up about 2 inches off the ground. Hold it, you guys join me. Third option here, add some movement. So it's just a hover crawl. You do whichever one your body can handle right now because you're probably starting to get tired. But your TBA, your abdominals, should be completely engaged here. Like I said, if you want to just drop your knees down, hold this tabletop hover, and fight gravity with intention, you can do that as well. 5 seconds. Great job. Here's your break. Next up, you're going to go into bird dog. So widen your legs just a little bit. Bird dog is simply raising an arm and a leg. Okay, now take a peek at me. Do you see how low my leg and my arm are right now? My core is completely engaged. Go ahead and join me. So we're going to start here and switch sides. If you are very comfortable with this motion, you can raise your arm and your leg to be parallel to the ground, but you want to make sure your hips are not dipping. You remember on those glute bridges how we had our thumbs up and we don't want our hips to dip? Same thing here. So you only go as high until you start to feel your core and your torso and your hips moving. Next up is our last move, you guys. Our last move of 21 and done. We're going to be combining these two. So you're going to be going into that tabletop hover and then adding a bird dog. So your knees will be 2 inches elevated. That's the advanced version. Got that? Haha. Take a break. 15 seconds off till our last move. All right, so the advanced version, you're going to be in your tabletop hover, and you're going to be extending from here. This is very challenging. Go ahead and join me. Second option is just to be staying in bird dog. Same thing of what we just did. Third option is going to be just holding that tabletop hover, or just focusing on that TBA engagement again, okay? All right, you guys, come on. You got 30 seconds till we're done. This one is super hard for your balance. It is not a competition to see whose hands and legs are getting higher. It's all about you and where you're at. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Let's come up on our knees. Give yourselves a round of applause for your first workout of the year. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of stretching, and And then we're gonna move into our 8-minute core segment as well, okay? So let's bring our arms behind your back and stretch out your chest. I'm on my knees right now. You can join me right here. I actually really enjoy doing a lot of exercises on my knees. It just lets your ribs and your hips stay aligned, your core to be engaged. So if you ever feel like you're trying to get into strength and using weights and that your lower back is weak, or your core is really probably the weak problem, come down to your knees, pop a knee up if you need to, but this is a great way to start getting those muscles firing up while you're doing stronger movements. All right, let's put our hands in front of us, stretch out your back, and actually start to round your back here, really stretch it. Nice deep breaths, get your heart rate down. Good, all right. Up overhead, arms are up overhead, stretch to one side, smile. You did it, you're here. Woo! With a whole bunch of friends. Look at all those friends. Other side. All right, back up to center. Release your hands down. Let's stand it up. Add a little bit of thoracic twist in here, but nice and gentle, okay? Keeping our lower back and our core nice and flexible to take on whatever we have today, whatever loads we're going to put onto it. Nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Let's go straight down to the ground. Let your arms hang. If you want to grab opposite elbows and kind of do a figure 8 motion, that always feels nice. Right now you're focused on stretching your lower back, your hamstrings, your calves. Nice slow roll up. Good, let's find a quad stretch. Almost done with this. Now make this quad stretch intentional, okay? You can do a quad stretch like this, you know, checking out what's going on around your house. I'm sure there's kids throwing things and stuff. Or you can do a quad stretch intentionally. Knee is pointing down. I'm actually pulling just enough to feel my hip flexors get engaged as well. Now, if you are breastfeeding or pregnant, relaxant is flowing high in your body, ladies. So make sure that you're not overstretching because your joints are extra loosey-goosey. That's the hormone that allows your hips to open up during birth. So when you're stretching, go ahead and switch sides with your legs. When you're stretching and you're breastfeeding or pregnant, you just have to be a little extra careful that you're not taking your joints farther than they're ready for. So, great. As you're here, let's bring that other hand onto your TVA. I want you to, it's about 2 inches below your belly button. Your TVA actually has multiple areas, but what we're talking about is your lower TVA. Down here, it's like if you had a seatbelt going across you right now. It's going across your hip bones. I want you to put your hand there. I want you to just love that area of your body, okay? Because I know a lot of you, especially with C-sections and other areas, there's challenges in this area of our body, but we love this area, and it's really important. All right, one more big stretch up. Exhale down. Round of applause for 21 and done. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. If you enjoyed this workout, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring that little bell so you never miss an upcoming video.